Hello everybody, tonight I'm going to talk about relationships, and there's a lot of videos, thousands of videos online regarding this subject because it's a common subject, everybody goes in life. You need When you go through life, everybody needs some form of connection with other people, whether you are introvert or whether you are more sociable, in whether you are more an extrovert. It does not matter whether you are introverted. Even introverts like myself, we do need human connections, we do need relationships, and that is why relationships is so important. And it's a touchy subject, and we all know that by now. But tonight I'm going to just give my 2 cents, my small honest opinion regarding relationships. I just feel like we spend way too many times we spend way too many time trying to find perfect people or perfect relationship, and I don't think I've come to this conclusion, and it's based purely on experience, that there's no such a thing as a perfect relationship. Most relationships, it's come and go, and we can't expect too much from the next person. And let me start with the guys, us as male, us as men. Let's start with my gender. What I've noticed is that there's a lot of guys, and there's a lot of videos floating around on the internet. Guys talking about, complaining basically about the modern day woman, and all of the toxic traits that a lot of so-called modern women possess. And me, to cut a very long story short, I think there is just good enough reason to rather focus on God, number one, and yourself, number two. God will never fail us in this. If I can, in later on, I'm planning other videos as well, where I'm going to discuss the importance of God in our lives. And one of the topics I'm going to touch on is why I came to the conclusion, based on experience, that atheism is extremely toxic. And I always encourage people to beware of atheism. As an ex atheist myself, I know how toxic that whole mindset is. But it's a video for another day. Right now, I'm just going to touch on the subject regarding relationships. I think that a lot of these guys that make these videos nowadays online, once they were, into somebody. I always get this impression they were into somebody, and then stuff did not work out, so they got hurt in the process. Now, instead of just coming forward and saying, guys, I've been hurt by somebody, they go on the offensive, defensive tactics that a lot of people have, and then they start bashing people and complaining about the modern woman. And to me, it's like, advice I can give younger guys is just to rather focus on God and yourself. Everything else and everybody else is just connections, it's come and go. There's no such a thing as a perfect person. It's just you go through rather focus on connection than relationship. Because let me give you an example. Say for instance, let's take relationships, and we take something that we need every single day in order to live, which is oxygen, air. You can't survive without oxygen for a few minutes, or say a few seconds. You can't survive without oxygen. Yet you can be single for 10 years and you'll still be alive. So which one is more important, a relationship with somebody or oxygen? You know, it might sound stupid, it might sound uh, weird, but this is how I see things. If something is more important, then it's going to enjoy an important status in my life. If oxygen is more important than a relationship, then I'll rather focus on thanking God and having the gratitude for being able to take one breath at a time and to still enjoy the air that I can breathe, instead of worrying about relationship and what goes on in the mind of a woman. Because since I'm a man, I'll never ever know what goes on in the mind of a woman, so I can't speculate or I can't hold something against somebody just for the mere fact that stuff did not work out, you know. If something did not work out between you and the lady or somebody, then you just move on. You don't bash the gender. You don't go and be bitter regarding the female gender, females in general. You don't go and bash them because and claim they are modern day women, and that's where the problem lies. It's their problem at the end of the day, and I'm not going to complain about it. Let me rather focus on God and myself, you know, and be grateful that I'm still alive. The same with women. You see this whole accusation of toxic masculinity floating around all day, every day on the internet. To me, it's like since you are female, you'll never understand how the inner workings of a man. So why waste so much energy complaining about toxic masculinity, or in the case of the guys, the modern day woman, if you can focus on God and yourself. And that's just my 2 cents on it, you know. Rather focus on yourself, because me, what I've realized is that, it, funny enough, I'm more relaxed, I'm more at peace, much more happier when I am single, as opposed to being in a relationship. You know, it's so depressing. So it's better for me, you know. And I just came to this realization in my life. I'm not going to waste time trying to fit in. I'm just going to be grateful for the fact that I exist, and for that be I will always be, you know, eternally grateful to God for giving me this opportunity and this chance to be alive. And because at the end of the day, that's all that matters to me. Peace, guys. See you in the next video.